Hey everybody, it's Ben, and I'm back once again with another video for you guys. Today I'm giving you my quick thoughts on Superman, issue number 3, from DC's Rebirth Initiative, written by Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason, with this particular issue being illustrated by Jorge Jimenez, and the inks are also done by him as well, and the colouring is done by Alejandro Sanchez. Now, I have to say, I've never seen Jorge Jimenez's artwork before, but I have to say he does an absolutely fantastic job with illustrating this particular issue. As far as I can tell from the solicits for issue 4, this gentleman is just doing a fill-in issue for the regular series artist, which is of course Patrick Gleason, as well as being one of the co-writers on the series. So the issue picks up right after the events of the end of issue 2, with Clark and Lois taking their son John to the Fortress of Solitude in order to figure out why there's such inconsistencies with John's powers. For example, on the one hand, he can, use his heat vision. He hasn't quite learned the flight ability yet, but at the same time, his invulnerability is out of whack, considering that on the one hand he's invulnerable the 1 minute, and the next minute he can bang his head, or he can scrape his knees. So there's some inconsistencies as to what is going on with John's powers. So we find out that it's not his powers that are the problem necessarily. It's just the fact that it's the inconsistency with his invulnerability, as we find out from the instruments within the Fortress of Solitude when John's actually placed into this kind of medical bed diagnostic chamber type thing. And it's also in the Fortress of Solitude that we are introduced to the Eradicator, who is a villain from Superman's Rogues Galleries from the 90s. Apparently, I don't know, I'd never read any of the Superman from the 90s, but anyway, we get the backstory on the Eradicator, being an agent of General Zod on Krypton, hunting down Kryptonian lawbreakers, and while he was out on one mission, he actually was returning to Krypton and actually bore witness to Krypton exploding, and when he saw a glimpse of Clark's escape pod whizzing past in the far reaches of space, his parameters then switched to trying to find this, the last Kryptonian, essentially. So we actually find out what the Eradicator's purpose and what his mission is when he's actually on Earth within the Fortress of Solitude, and it's actually to quote-unquote eradicate the impure half of John's DNA, which is of course the human half that he got from Lois. So a fight breaks out between Superman and the Eradicator, and unfortunately the Eradicator then proceeds to try to absorb John's Kryptonian essence. Unfortunately again, Crypto the Superdog actually manages to absorb the blast and actually gets in the way in order to protect John, and there's a really heartbreaking moment at the end of the issue. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but as a fan of Crypto the Superdog, because he's actually a really cool character, there's a really cool scene in the Superboy Boy of Steel story arc in the second volume of Adventure Comics with Jeff Johns and Francis Manapul, where Crypto actually lights a candle, which is part of a date between Superboy, aka Clark Kent, and Wonder Girl, aka Cassie Sandsmark, in the pre-New 52 universe. And he's just a lovable, really cool, pet character. And also as a dog owner myself and as a dog lover, I really, really found the end of the issue to be really heartbreaking. But I will say at the end of it, the end one-page spread of John with his heat vision, his red eyes really flaring up as he clutches Crypto's cape. I will say that this kid's got a lot of pent-up anger in him at the minute. So the Eradicator better watch out, especially if the cover to issue 4 is to be believed, with father and son teaming up against the Eradicator, which I can't wait to read issue 4. Once again, the writing and the storytelling in this series thus far has been absolutely stellar and absolutely fantastic. And also the artwork, the inking and the colouring by Jorge Jimenez and Alexandro. Sorry, Alejandro. Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah. Alejandro Sanchez is absolutely fantastic here. Really interesting to see if Jimenez actually stays on as a series artist, or as I said, if it's just a guest artist for a fill-in issue from for the art duties. But yeah, really enjoyed this issue despite the heartbreaking ending, and I can't wait to see where the series goes. Thank you everybody as always for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section, rate the video up or down, and subscribe if you're new to my channel and you'd like to see more videos in the foreseeable future. Also, leave a comment below in the comment section as to what you thought of the issue, and do you think that the series, as of next issue, again, if the cover is to be believed, I genuinely believe the series will get back to its premise, which is a father and son exploration of the relationship and the adventures between obviously Clark White and John. I understand with the with the 90s vibe that some of the Superman comics have been giving off lately. Some of the readers think that maybe it's veering a bit too close to the 90s period of Superman comics. But as I said, I could be totally wrong. The cover could be completely misleading for issue 4. But I do genuinely believe, as of next issue, it will get back to the root of the series and the premise, which is, of course, as I said, a father and son title between Superman and Jonathan Kent. So, as always, once again, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And until next time, this is Scammed896 signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.